What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Car Vince Reg, and welcome back to another episode of Car Talks with Reg, episode 4 here on this Motivational Monday. And we almost done with the season, man. We got 2 more episodes left, so y'all definitely stay tuned. If y'all liking it, comment right now. Let me know if you guys liking the series so far. And right now we got a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. The Flex God himself.
The one and only, the Don Dada.
Oh,
Big business in the building.
big
What's
business
going
in the
on with
building.
you, bro?
So, in this episode, we're going to be talking about college, and we finna go ahead and get right into it. So,
Get it.
first question is, did you go to college?
Yes, I did. I went to community college.
Okay.
And I got my AA in psychology.
AA in psychology?
Yeah.
Okay, look at this man.
Yeah.
College grad and stuff. Okay.
Mama ain't raised no dummy, you know?
Mama ain't raised no fool. Nah, but did I go to college? No, I did not go to college. I didn't go to college just because, I don't know, I guess I didn't want to go to school. Like, I finished like 12 years, of going to school, and I didn't want to just go straight to school.
You
like,
wanted to take that break.
yeah, and a lot of people I knew like had jobs and stuff, so I'd rather just, get a job. And then at the time, I really wanted a car, so I wanted to try to buy a G35 at the time. So I was like, nah, I'm about to just join the workforce and then just have my life take me to where it's going to take me pretty much.
Nah, I feel it, because that's what it be, especially us as young black men. Most of us was raised in poverty and stuff like that, and some of us was fortunate, but when we're not used to having things in our lives, and then we just went to school for 12 years, some of us want to get straight to it, get the money, and live our lives while we're young and stuff. So I ain't gonna say ain't nobody, but some people don't want to go to school for another 4 to 8 years.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's already enough. We had to go to school for 12 years as it is. So.
And now that you're an adult, you feel like, man, I ain't doing this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just want to live your life.
Yeah, I just want to live my life at this point. Like, I'm tired of being told that I can't go to the bathroom. I got to raise my hand and stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, it's funny. It's
gotta get a hall pass.
Yeah, gotta get a hall pass and stuff. Nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm ready to just. I know they don't do that in college, y'all, but I'm just saying. Just a little joke.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, I didn't go to college, and that's going to lead me into my next question. So, the next question I'm going to ask is, did your parents push you to go to college? And how did that really impact your life? Like, did you want to do something different than, going to college? Like, did you want to get a job, or did you want to start up your own business? Like, did your parents just like, hey, you got to go to college, you got to go to college, you got to go to college? Like, did they really like put that in your head to make you want to go to college?
So, originally, ever since I was a kid, I used to always catch the Southwest plane. And back and forth and stuff. So at the time, I used to have a passion for catching the planes and stuff, just seeing the pilots, and I told myself I wanted to be a pilot for one of these big time airlines. That was one of my dream jobs or career that I wanted. But I didn't have the right information or guidance to know what steps I needed to take in order to become a pilot. Now I know you need a pilot license and experience with smaller planes, but I didn't know that back then, so I just felt lost. So my parents always pushed go to college and get a good job, pretty much like the tradition. They never taught me to start my own business, and I'm not gonna lie, I love them and I know they help guide me, but as far as that go, I have to disagree with that, because you don't always have to work underneath somebody. I wish they would have put it into my head when I was younger that I could be my own boss, and I don't necessarily have to go to college to be successful. I could be successful putting in the time into my own business, or whatever my craft I feel like I could perfect and capitalize off of.
So then pretty much like for me, like my parents did like push college, and my grandparents did too, like push college, because majority of my cousins on my dad's side went to college. So, they felt like, that was the best thing for me, to get like a degree, get a job or whatever, where society wants you to go, pretty much. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Go to college and get your degree and then go work for somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And since I was younger, like, this might sound crazy, y'all, but I play Madden a lot, right? And you could vouch for this. I love playing franchise mode. Why? because I'm like the boss of that team.
You're in control.
I'm in control of that team. So ever since I've been playing Madden since I was young, and I've been, running these franchise modes and running these teams, I said, nah, man, I want to do, like, I want to be a manager. Like, that's all I knew. Is like, that was my dream job, is like being a manager. Why? Because you're in control, right?
Tell them about the what Madden was, that NFL coach.
Yeah, NFL coach.
Yep, he used to build his own stadiums.
I just built
everything. Like, he always been the one to a creator. That's why he does YouTube now. So it's ironic that he was creating his own stuff when he was on PS2 to now he's creating his own content on YouTube.
Oh, it was the head coach. It was like Madden on PS2 or something.
Yeah.
Where I created the Berkeley Bees. I know what you're talking about.
The Berkeley Bees.
Yep,
exactly.
Had the stadium, the uniform, and all that.
Yep.
So it's like, it gave me, like, I knew that, all right, I wanted to be a manager at some point. Like, I wanted to do some type of management. But my parents was really pushing me to go to college. And I actually did go to college, and I went for like 2 weeks, and then I dropped out because I just didn't want to go to college anymore. Like, I just didn't want to do no more schooling. I knew what I wanted to do. I was like, all right, maybe if I join the workforce, I could work myself up into being a manager or something like that, to where I can kind of like control things and, like, feel like I'm running something, you know what I'm saying? Before I even thought about being an entrepreneur. So, so back onto the question, my parents did, push me to go to college, but, I didn't. So we're going to talk about how can you benefit from going to college and how can you not benefit from going to college.
Okay, so I would say, as far as it benefits you, of course, when you get your degree, it gives you that kind of like that head start over people when you're trying to apply for certain positions. And there's also, like, some of the higher paying jobs requires 2-year, 4-year, and master degrees. So you have to meet those requirements as is. And also, I would say that the networking, you'd be surprised how many people you could meet in college that could help benefit you in the workforce. Like, you could use them as your reference, or say if you're both in the same field and your friend lands the job, they could help put you on to that job as well. So college, to me, getting a degree is important, but also networking is very important. It's you gotta remember, it's tens of thousands of students going to college. You want to try to get to meet as many people as you can, because you just never know when you might need to ask them for a favor in the workforce. Now, as far as what it doesn't benefit, I would say, say I just got out of college with my degree, and then there's somebody else that didn't go to college, but they've been in the workforce longer. Depending on the job, they might, if we're both applying for the same position, they might cater to the person that's been in the workforce because they have the experience working. As of me, all I have is a degree, but no experience in the work field. So it kind of just has to pick and choose. That, I would say, that's the downside of it. Another thing is, depending on what field you get your degree in, sometimes there's a lot of degrees out there that can be useless, and you just wasted your time and money on things like that. My psychology degree, it does benefit. Like, you could use it towards like being a mentor or a counselor for students and stuff like that. But as of right now, I haven't been able to use it. So sometimes I feel like it was a waste of my time, and I could have just started off in the workforce as soon as I got out of high school if I would have known that. But unfortunately, I was pushed into going to college due to my parents pushing that issue on me to get my degree. So all I did was got all my general eds, and then when I got to my last year of college, I knew I wanted to go into psychology for my major. So I only had to take a few classes, then I was pretty much done.
Okay. And for me, like, because I never been to college, but like college. I was in community college for like 2 weeks, like I said, and I dropped out. Honestly, I think like college could benefit you, like if you're trying to, like, all right, let's say if you want to be a doctor or a nurse or something like that, then of course college is going to benefit you. But let's say if you want to be like in business or something, I feel like college is not really going to benefit you unless you're going for like the networking and stuff like that.
Yep.
Depending on where you're going. But to be honest, like, it's all about who you know, not what you know in this world. And the older that I got, you know, I realized like me being out in this world is like, it's really about who you know, not what you know. Like, I know somebody who works at this certain type of job, right? Okay, you may need a license to get in. I don't have to get a license to get in. Or they'll train me because it's about who I know. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if I was somebody off the street, no, you're going to have to have the license, and you're going to have to, you know, have the certificate and all that. I don't have to have that. Yeah.
Yep.
But for me, I know this person, I know the boss, so I won't, you know, I
They'll
won't have
pull
to
some
go through
strings-
that.
they'll
Yeah,
pull some strings for
they'll
you.
pull some strings for you. So it's like, I feel like it's all depends on what you do in college. Like, all right, like you said, like, man, you can go like medical, law, science, computer science, stuff like that. But like,
Those are the best fields
yeah.
for college.
or if you want to be a teacher or something like that, I guess, then, you know, of course you got to go to college. But the main part is like, kind of go for what you know. Like, don't go like just because your parents want you to go to college. Like, you just sign up for like, you going to college and you majoring in history. Like, you know, what is that gonna do for you? You know what I'm saying? You
Besides
gonna
be a teacher.
yeah, you gonna be mad as heck, you know, going to college, and, you know, doing all that to, you know, just do whatever. You probably not even gonna use the degree. You just going just because. So don't be one of those people you just go just because. And then because you really just wasting your time and stuff. And then I say like benefit that is not gonna help you going to college if you have an entrepreneur mindset. Because if you have an entrepreneur mindset, then college is really like a waste of time. Because a lot of the people who are successful entrepreneurs, I say, didn't even go to college, didn't even graduate out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like a waste of time. Like, you know, if you want to be an entrepreneur, then just work on your craft or whatever. Like, you know, like if you're in high school right now, you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be an actor or whatever. Work on your craft right now, and don't worry about the college and stuff like that, because you already know where you want to head into your life. A lot of people are going to push you when you are in school or high school, like, oh, go to college. But if you know that you want to be an actor, you want to be a rapper, or you want to be a YouTuber, or you want to own your own shop, or you want to do whatever, like, just work on your craft, and then all that stuff is going to happen later on. Because what college would do, you're going to do all this stuff with college, and you're not even going to use it because you already know what you want to do. So it kind of like your whole plan is kind of just going to backfire pretty much. So if you're going to go to college, just make sure you know what you want to do pretty much.
And I want to say this real quick. Live out your dreams. Nobody else matter. This is your life. You do what satisfies you, whether it's going to college or not. That was my problem as being younger. I was too busy trying to satisfy my parents on what they wanted instead of trying to look out for
yourself.
Myself and what I had a passion for. So if you guys don't feel like college is the road that you need to take for your career, don't go. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't feel like you didn't go to college that you're not going to be successful. There's plenty of trades that you could go to get certificates or start your own business, anything like that, and you could make more than some of these college graduates make.
All right, it's gonna lead me into the next thing I'm gonna ask is it worth going to college in 2022? Now I'm gonna start this one. Honestly, I feel like it's worth it if you going to do something like I said before, medical, law, computer science, just anything like within those fields, because of course you have to go to college to do something like that. But if you, like I said before, if you trying to be an entrepreneur, or you trying to do like you own your own business and stuff like that, I feel like it's really not worth it going to college in 2022, because Google is a strong engine. Like, you know, like you could literally learn anything off of Google, like starting your own businesses, LLCs, you know, taxes, stuff like that. You can learn so much off of Google and YouTube, to where Google is your college, or YouTube is your college, or even like going buying books. If you like reading books and stuff like that, like, it's so many resources out there for you, to where it's like you kind of don't even need to go to college. Like, if you want to do like entrepreneurial, but if you want to, like, you know, do medical and, you know, law and stuff like that, you know, whatever you need to go to college for, then I definitely say go to college. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to, you know, yeah, pretty much, if you want to be an entrepreneur, then I would say college is definitely a waste of time in 2022 with all the resources that we got right now.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Is it worth it? It's 50-50. All depends on what field you're trying to pursue. In this day and age, I feel like college back then, like in the 80s, 90s, and before that, was pretty important. Like, you was going to secure a very good job. But I feel like since the internet has grown since the early 2000s and stuff like that, you could use the internet to gain so much knowledge that you don't even need to go to school for it. And there's so many resources up on the internet if you just find the right websites. And you could learn so much that you don't even need to go to schools. Like, you could type in YouTube how to do an oil change or anything. Like, I go to YouTube to look up specific things and learn it myself. And
they say 65% of YouTube is actually learning things.
Mm-hmm.
People go to YouTube 65% of the time just to learn things. So
yep,
that tells you a lot.
So I would say it's 50-50. It just all depends. But you can make so much money just off of like cryptocurrency and all the ways that we're going towards now.
The digital market,
you don't even need to go to school for that kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's good to gain knowledge and be informative on those type of things so you can know what to expect and try to make as least amount of errors as possible. But at the end of the day, your internet is your best friend, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur.
Yep. This is gonna be the end of this episode, you guys. Obviously it's getting dark outside, so I'm gonna have to wrap this one up real quick. I tried to get it done for you guys fast before it get dark, and I hope you guys enjoy episode 4. We got 2 more episodes left. 2 more, and then we're done with the season. If you guys want season 2, you guys have to comment and let me know. We want season 2. Like the video, show your support. If I don't get that support, then it don't make no sense for me to do.
Let him know that you want another season of Card Talks with Reg, and I appreciate you having me on here as a special guest.
It's all good. Flexing Dre.
Yep,
flexing Big Business.
Oh, Flex Washington.
Flex Washington. My bad.
But I appreciate him putting me on his platform. If y'all like old schools and like vlogs and car meets and stuff, go tap in with my YouTube channel, Big Business, capitalized BIG, capitalized BIDNESS.
And it's in the description below, y'all, so y'all know where to go find them and stuff. But yeah, y'all have to let me know if y'all want more of these episodes, because I want to go bigger season 2.
Oh yeah,
I want to do big. Like, this is just a taste of what I can do. Like, I've been working on this series for 2 years and stuff like that.
Yep.
But this is just a taste. I really want to do. I want production to be bigger than it was this year, and I want the topics to be more real serious. I want to get real personal and stuff like that. So if y'all want that, y'all want season 2, bro, y'all gotta let me know, because if y'all don't, then I'm just not gonna do it, and I'm gonna just be like, all right, season 1, guess was enough.
Yeah.
So if y'all want it, like it, comment, even go on my DMs and let me know, like, oh bro, we need season 2. This is gonna be the end of this episode. I appreciate Big Business for stopping by on this episode, and I'll see y'all in the next episode 5. Peace.
I'm too cool for the rules, baby, get off of me. Never need no push, I do it all for me. Keep a couple real hitters, got them on